From the earliest pages of Scripture, a pattern begins to take shape, a pattern of rebellion that moves quietly beneath the rise and fall of empires. It surfaces in unexpected moments through rulers who exalt themselves, through systems that replace truth with spectacle, and through cultures that trade wisdom for convenience. This pattern does not begin in Revelation. It does not begin in the New Testament at all. Its earliest shadow falls in the book of Daniel. Daniel lived in Babylon, the empire that perfected the art of merging political power with spiritual seduction. When he sees visions of future kingdoms, they are not random images. They are a roadmap. Each beast, each horn, each figure reveals another step in humanity's long journey toward one ultimate deceiver. Daniel describes a ruler symbolized by a small horn, insignificant at first, easily overlooked, but this figure grows. He becomes arrogant, hostile, determined to reshape the world according to his will. This little horn attacks the faithful, distorts truth, and elevates himself above all authority. Daniel does not name him, but he marks the pattern, a leader who rises quietly, a leader who exalts himself, a leader who wages war against truth. Centuries later, the Apostle Paul revisits this same pattern. Writing to the church in Thessalonica, he warns of a coming figure he calls the man of lawlessness. This person will not rely on brute force alone. His strength will be deception. Paul describes one who performs counterfeit miracles, who manipulates awe and wonder, who convinces the world that he holds the solutions humanity craves. Paul's warning reveals something Daniel hinted at. The final deceiver succeeds not because the world is ignorant, but because the world is willing. And then, the story reaches its fullest expression in the visions of John. Revelation pulls back the curtain and reveals a leader who emerges not by accident, but by design. A beast rising from the sea, empowered by the dragon, welcomed by the world, admired for his authority. John shows us a global system built not on truth, but on allegiance to a counterfeit king. But here is the part many readers overlook. John is not simply predicting the future. He is showing us a pattern already in motion. The Antichrist is not only a final person, though Scripture is clear that such a figure will come. He is also the culmination of a spirit that has been present since the earliest rebellions of humanity. John says, "Even now many antichrists have appeared, not just in rulers, not just in governments, but in any movement that replaces the creator with the creature, truth with spectacle, wisdom with control." Throughout history, writers and thinkers have recognized this pattern long before it became popular to talk about the end times. Dostoevsky imagined a world where people preferred comfort over freedom, even if it meant surrendering their souls. C.S. Lewis envisioned a society seduced by the promise of progress while falling under the influence of spiritual corruption. These authors were not writing prophecy, but they were echoing the same warning. Humanity is easily captivated by the appearance of salvation, especially when it comes in the form of power, security, and certainty. So what does this mean for us today? It means the Antichrist is not simply a future threat. He is a lens through which Scripture teaches us to recognize deception in every age. The final deceiver will not invent a new strategy. He will perfect an old one. The pattern of Babylon, of the little horn, of the man of lawlessness, and of the beast all point to one truth. Truth can be rejected not only by the wicked, but by the fearful, the comfortable, and the spiritually distracted. And this is where the biblical warnings become urgent. The danger is not only that a deceiver will come, the danger is that we will be unprepared to recognize him. The Antichrist will not announce himself as an enemy of God. He will present himself as the answer to humanity's greatest problems. He will look like hope. He will sound like unity. He will promise peace, and he will deliver control. The power of this prophecy is not to terrify us. It is to awaken us, to remind us that discernment begins long before the final events unfold. To teach us how to identify spiritual counterfeits, not just globally, but personally. Because the spirit of deception thrives wherever truth is inconvenient. Wherever pride replaces humility, wherever fear shapes our choices more than faith, wherever we allow the loudest voice to replace the truest one. So the question the Bible presses upon every generation is not simply, when will the Antichrist come? But rather, will we know him when he does? Truth does not fear deception, it exposes it. If this kind of biblical deep dive helps you understand Scripture, prophecy, and the patterns shaping our world today, subscribe and share this video with someone exploring the same questions. More teachings to come, uncovering the mysteries behind prophecy, history, and the spiritual forces that influence our age.